Eccoci qua, buon pomeriggio.
Buon pomeriggio.
Ancora tra noi, vedo che già ci sono persone in sala d'aspetto, le accogliamo con piacere.
Ciao a tutti.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, buongiorno, benvenuto.
Grazie.
Barbara, buon pomeriggio, priemne popołudnie in slovacco.
Buonasera Giovanni.
Buonasera, buonasera,
Buonasera.
all'India. Ora
Buonasera.
piano piano accogliamo tutti i colleghi.
Sì, ecco il mio amico. Ciao Vinod. Ciao Sajid, come stai? Oh, bene, grazie. Giovanni, lui è mio amico.
Piacere.
L'abbiamo intuito, come no? Piacere, benvenuto.
Grazie, grazie. Noi tutti siamo qui amici.
Esatto, mi fa
Bene.
piacere, quindi dall'India. From India.
Sì, dall'India, sì.
All'inizio
Sì.
useremo anche un po' la lingua inglese, quindi at the beginning we will welcome
va
our
bene.
thoughts in English. So there are people from all over the world, from different parts of the world. So it would be a pleasure for us to welcome them in English.
Ok, però non so il suo nome, come si chiama?
Chi?
Sì. Come si chiama?
Chi? Come si chiama chi? Sargiti.
A te. No, avevo chiesto da te. Sono Vinod. Si chiama Giovanni. Vinod.
Giovanni. Ok. My name is Giovanni, sì, il mio nome è Giovanni. Carolina, benvenuta.
Carolina, ciao.
Buongiorno, buonasera.
Buongiorno, buonasera.
Buongiorno, buonasera, dipende dalla parte del mondo in cui ci troviamo.
Ok, tutti noi dobbiamo accendere la camera. Sì?
Ecco, non
Sì,
vediamo
grazie,
Enzo.
per favore.
Francesco, credo
Ok.
il professor Marino ci abbia raggiunto.
Ok, anche io inizio il mio.
Vi prego,
camera.
eccolo qua, Vinod, eccoci qua.
Grazie.
Di accendere la telecamera sin dall'inizio e di seguire sempre con la telecamera accesa. Grazie.
Ok, va bene.
Sì,
Ok.
ecco piano
Ciao
piano
a tutti.
ci raggiungono Mascoud,
Sì.
anche le varie parti del mondo.
Ok, va bene.
E poi tra pochissimo iniziamo, quindi
Sì.
benvenuto
Ciao,
dottor
Luca.
Marino, benvenuto, noi non ci conosciamo. Eccoci
Buongiorno.
qua.
Grazie. Piacere.
È
Piacere.
reciproco. Sargit, ci sono sempre 50 gradi in India oppure what is the temperature in India? It's almost 50
Un po'
degrees
meno
or
adesso.
something like that. How is the weather like?
Ok, ti dico preciso qui a Bangalore ci sono 28.
Ah,
Sì, 28.
28 gradi a Bangalore, niente.
Meglio.
Sì. Nuova Delhi un po' meglio adesso.
Bene. Qui ci sono più di 30 gradi in Italia, quindi noi siamo con la cravatta, quindi...
Sì, al posto di nord si sempre più di 30 al posto di nord, però sud qualche posto come Bangalore c'è anche 21, 22 si va.
Ok, ancora si respira,
Sì,
benissimo. Diamo il benvenuto. We welcome Mascoud. Welcome Mascoud. You are very welcome.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Professore, buongiorno, come stai?
Bene, grazie. Tutto bene?
Abbastanza bene, così. Grazie.
Abbastanza bene oppure così?
Abbastanza bene.
Ok,
Poi un po'.
very good, molto bene, abbastanza
Molto
bene. Benissimo, benissimo.
Benissimo.
Mascoud is another lover of Italian language and culture. Benvenuta Beatrice, benvenuta.
Buongiorno, buongiorno.
Buon pomeriggio dalla
Pomeriggio.
Spagna, quindi è buon pomeriggio in Spagna. Quindi è lo stesso orario rispetto all'Italia. We welcome also Yamindi Belmersi. He doesn't like Italian language, not yet. He will start to teach Italian language, and so I would like to welcome you, Yamindi. Benvenuto.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. La prima parola in italiano. The first word. Buongiorno.
Bravo.
I'm not trying to speak Italiano now, but I will do my best to learn maybe one time.
Okay.
I will explain by French and English.
Yeah, of course.
Because
Of course.
my country, we are French people, but I try to speak English also.
Yes, that's great. That's great. That's great.
I'm happy to be here with you all. I see Giametta, Gioia.
Fiammetta, Gioia, sì.
Your first time. Fiammetta, Gioia. So,
I'm greeting all people.
yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much from the
Grazie.
Central African Republic, so Africa. So then Yamindi will take the floor together with the other international education coordinator. Yamindi cooperates with our academy like as a international business consultant. So he's not a professor of Italian language, but he teaches. He's a professor at the University of Pontifical University in the United States. Then he will introduce himself as well, so in English and in French. Okay, so I would like to give my welcome also to my friends Emilio Tripodi. Emilio, are you there? So please switch on the camera in order that we can see your face. Okay, speaking to every one of you.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Benissimo. So okay. So I would propose to start. I would propose to start our meeting, and so I will give the floor to Fiammetta first, and I will introduce the academy in few words for a few minutes. And then, according to our programs, we will give the floor to all our coordinators, international coordinators from different part of the world. They will introduce themselves in short in the language that they prefer, Italian and Portuguese, or Italian and English,
Spanish.
or Italian and Spanish and stuff. And then I will do my training for teachers and students of Italian language as a foreign language. And so let's start, Fiammetta. So I will introduce Fiammetta Gioia, Dottoressa Gioia. Is the International Human Resources of the Italian Academy for Foreigners. Ciao Emilio, benvenuto.
Yes.
And
Sì.
the floor is yours.
Thank you. Grazie Giovanni. Inizierò in italiano per gli amici ovviamente che capiscono e parlano la nostra lingua, poi tradurrò anche in inglese eventualmente. Intanto Emilio ci scrive che è in macchina, però ci sente. Quindi sulla chat trovate già i link eventualmente per chi volesse fare o far fare a studenti il nostro test di italiano. E intanto allora iniziamo. Giovanni mi ha già presentata, quindi ha già fatto metà del mio lavoro quasi. Comunque piacere, buongiorno a tutti, buon pomeriggio. Io sono responsabile HR dell'Accademia, sono una psicologa, collaboro con il dottor Giovanni a questo bellissimo nuovo progetto dell'Accademia Italiano per Stranieri. E oggi siamo qua in diversi e da diverse parti del mondo, come vedete. Io e Giovanni abbiamo pensato di creare questo evento, questo meeting, in modo da introdurre il nostro progetto, far conoscere il nostro progetto a chi ancora l'ha visto solo sulla nostra pagina di LinkedIn, si è avvicinato, incuriosito, ma ancora non sa bene di cosa si tratta, e anche per una parte informativa per chi non ci conosce o ci ha appena conosciuto, e poi una parte formativa più specifica in cui Giovanni farà appunto una lezione, tratterà un tema importante per la grammatica italiana. Questo è un appuntamento che verrà ripetuto anche nelle prossime settimane, quindi avremo diversi altri incontri in cui Giovanni tratterà altre tematiche importanti, quindi altre persone avranno modo comunque di accedere a queste informazioni, a queste formazioni, da una parte perché sono registrate, poi le troverete sulla nostra pagina, poi perché comunque ogni settimana parleremo di argomenti diversi, parlerà dottor Giovanni di argomenti diversi per quanto riguarda la grammatica italiana, che so che per chi fa questo lavoro è una spina, quindi è giusto trattarla in vari modi. Quindi I can translate for you if you don't speak or understand Italian. Me and Giovanni, we had the idea of creating this meeting for today to inform, to give some information to new followers and new participants to our link page. So if you are new to our project today, you can have some information that can be useful for you. And also on the other part, Giovanni will give a nice and important and specific lesson about a part of the Italian grammar. And this will be a weekly meeting for us next week, and also more other in the future weeks, in where Giovanni will give you some other tips and important lessons about how to teach and what to teach Italian grammar to foreign people. So today we will introduce you to some of our coordinators, our international coordinator, and then you will follow, if you want, the lessons in Italian. Okay, I hope my English is quite understandable for everybody. I'm trying my best to keep it simple.
Yes, of course, of course.
Okay. So as I said in Italian, I'm the HR manager for the Academy. And Giovanni has already introduced me, but this is the most important thing to know about me. I'm a psychologist, and I follow all the steps about hiring and onboarding and everything that is required for new partners to join the Academy. I'm also very attached to the idea of teaching Italian to kids, to children, especially kids with special needs and learning disabilities. So this is my specific field. In the chat, in our chat, you will find already the link for the test, the Italian test that you can make, or you can send to other of your students for them to make if you want to have like a test of their Italian level. Okay? So I switch back to Italian, quindi dicevamo, sono un po' scotomizzata. Quindi iniziamo con una brevissima introduzione da parte mia per quanto riguarda la questione dell'internazionalità dell'Accademia. Quindi vedete che siamo qua da molte parti del mondo, e il mio ruolo oggi qui è proprio quello di farvi capire da quante parti del mondo siamo effettivamente in rete e collaboriamo con l'Accademia, e in che senso lavorano i nostri coordinatori internazionali. Vi mostro velocemente, perché poi Giovanni vi farà vedere altre cose sull'Accademia. Giusto Giovanni? Parto io con questa?
Sì, sì.
Va bene, allora vi mostro velocemente. Adesso arrivo. Questa è la... Eccola qua. Questa è la pagina iniziale del nostro sito, il sito dell'Accademia. Come vedete, qua sotto c'è il contatore delle visite. Io parto da questo numero che teniamo d'occhio settimanalmente, che per noi è molto importante, ma cliccando qua si apre una pagina ancora più importante per noi, che è quella che mostra le statistiche delle visualizzazioni. Vediamo quelle dei 30 giorni che sono più interessanti, più semplici da capire, per farvi vedere da quante effettivamente parti del mondo siamo collegati, siamo in rete con, queste non sono solo persone che vanno e vengono, che entrano e escono dalla nostra pagina, ma sono persone o collaboratori e coordinatori che sono dislocati nelle varie parti del mondo, e ne abbiamo alcuni esempi oggi collegati con noi, ma anche sono persone appunto che si interessano e vogliono cominciare come studenti o come insegnanti, vogliono appunto approcciarsi al nostro progetto. Vedete, quello che si muove in nero sono io, che sono collegata dall'Italia, e vedete che abbiamo diverse parti del mondo che sono già in rete con noi. Ce ne mancano alcune, ma ci stiamo lavorando. Arriveremo dappertutto. Non garantisco sul Polo Nord, però insomma cerchiamo di arrivare un po' dappertutto. Ok, so for the English speaking person, I'm just explaining that this is a page from our site where you can find all the statistics about people get in touch and looking inside our site, the academic site. As you can see, we have contact from all over the world. Some of these states are already linked to us by the work of our coordinators. Other are people just looking, interested, trying to connect to us to find courses to start to study with us or to work with us as students or as tutor or teachers, Italian teachers. As you can see, we are basically all over the world, but we are trying to reach all the states, at least in the main states in the world, as we think that our program is quite suitable for every kind of place in the world, as it's very easy and very manageable to use. So as you can see, there are many red spots. This one black moving, it's me, because I'm linked in from I'm connected from Italy. And today you will see talking some of our international coordinator from some of these countries. So if you have then questions for them, this is the right day to do it. Okay, this is the main page of our site. As you can see, you can find every language in the world. So every content is translated and is very useful to be used by everybody in the world. Okay, so I will just stop sharing now. Quindi direi di dare la parola, Giovanni, facciamo presentare i nostri coordinatori.
Sì, volentieri.
Quelli che sono presenti. Non vedo Minuto. Giovanni non c'è.
No, forse sì.
No, forse arriva dopo.
Era impegnato.
Sì, arriva dopo. Ok, allora iniziamo, per galanteria iniziamo dalle nostre donne, dalle nostre signore. Cominciamo, vi dico io l'ordine, così non dovete dire parto io, non parto io. Iniziamo con Carolina Rizzo, poi Beatrice Rallo e poi passiamo agli uomini, ok? Allora, intanto se Carolina...
Vediamo Beatrice, quindi Beatrice, vediamo, quindi...
Sì, Carolina e poi Beatrice. E se Carolina, per favore, puoi introdurre te stessa sia in italiano sia nella tua lingua specifica del territorio, così facciamo vedere un po' chi siamo, come lavoriamo. Grazie.
Faccio in italiano, poi il portoghese.
Sì. Esatto, perfetto Carolina, come sempre. Benissimo.
Buongiorno a tutti, voi che siete presenti, studenti, insegnanti o professori. vorrei dirvi che è un piacere partecipare a questo progetto, io direi unificatore, no? Idealizzato dal dottore Giovanni Gentile. Io mi chiamo Carolina, sono di Rio de Janeiro, Brasile, e come tanti brasiliani ho la famiglia di origine italiana. Mi sono laureata in lettere, portoghese e italiano, insegno da 10 anni e speriamo con questo progetto della piattaforma di poter fare qualcosa importante per facilitare l'apprendimento della lingua italiana, no? Bene, vorrei salutare tutte le persone che sono state invitate a percorrere questo cammino. Parlo in portoghese adesso, non so se c'è qualche brasiliano. Bom dia, aqui no Brasil é de manhã. Eu me chamo Carolina. É um prazer participar nesse projeto, eu diria unificador, porque temos o encontro de várias culturas e pessoas de várias nacionalidades presentes aqui hoje e futuramente também. Eu sou brasileira, como muitos brasileiros, meus avós são italianos, então isso facilita o aprendizado da língua italiana também no Brasil. Então, eu espero que nesse projeto, como eu disse, unificador, possamos ter o aprendizado da língua italiana se torne mais agradável para todos os brasileiros que têm esse objetivo de aprender a língua italiana. Então, eu convido vocês a percorrer esse caminho conosco.
Perfetto, obrigado.
Grazie.
Obrigado,
Grazie a
Carolina.
voi.
Grazie.
Grazie.
Muito bom.
Io capisco molto, io una lingua romanza portoghese, capisco molto il portoghese brasiliano. Perfetto,
Bene.
grazie, obrigado.
Grazie Carolina. Passiamo a Beatrice Rallo dalla Spagna. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno e
Ciao.
buon pomeriggio.
Buongiorno Beatrice.
Buon pomeriggio a tutti. Come ha ben detto Carolina, anche per me è un grandissimo piacere oggi essere qui con tutti voi e di far parte di questo grande team. Non vedo l'ora di portarlo avanti questo progetto, di cui sono coordinatrice per la Spagna. E di fatto mi presenterò anche in spagnolo tra qualche minuto. E intanto vi racconto cosa faccio. Io insegno italiano da più di 5 anni, ma ho iniziato anche a dare lezioni di spagnolo e sono anche traduttrice giuridico-commerciale. E niente, invece per quanto riguarda lo spagnolo, sono laureata, scusate, in filosofia e poi mi sono specializzata in didattica dell'italiano a stranieri. E, sono di Roma ed ho origini del sud, della Sicilia, e vivo qui in Spagna. Adesso paso allo spagnolo.
Sí.
Buenas tardes a todos, buenos días. Mi nombre es Beatrice Rallo, soy italiana y para mí es un gran placer hoy estar aquí con todos vosotros y estoy muy contenta de haber tomado parte a este gran equipo y de llevar adelante este proyecto de la academia con todos vosotros. Y me presento un poquito lo que yo he hecho. Yo soy graduada en filosofía y posteriormente me he especializado en la didáctica del italiano, en la enseñanza del italiano y en la traducción jurídico-comercial. Y nada, además de dar clases de italiano desde más de hace 5 años, pues doy también clases de castellano. Y nada, esto es lo que hago.
Muchas gracias.
Perfetto.
De nada.
Grazie.
Basta, lo spagnolo finisce lì.
Beatrice.
Beatrice, no, per favore.
No, non lo so, il nome
Vabbè.
originale è Beatrice.
Qui
Qui mi
Esatto.
chiamano tutti Beatrice, io sempre che correggo Beatrice, per favore.
Benissimo,
Va bene.
Beatrice, benissimo, grazie tante.
Va bene, allora
piacere.
passiamo ai nostri gentiluomini.
Sì.
Dall'India abbiamo il dottor Singh, signor Singh. Giusto?
Sargit.
Sargit. Scusate, io ho una pessima memoria per i nomi stranieri, poi comincio a confondermi. Cominciamo a essere troppi, ragazzi. Devo darvi dei soprannomi.
Meno male.
Non c'è problema, Fiammetta, grazie a te.
Sargit.
Mi chiamo Sargit e sono coordinatore dall'India. E quanto riguarda la qualificazione, ho fatto qualche corsi da Italia e poi ci sono 15 anni che non ho parlato molto l'italiano, però sto adesso cominciando con fare il tutor con questa accademia. E questo è tutto. Adesso sono in India, a Navi Mumbai.
Benissimo, quindi è il nuovo nostro coordinatore per l'India. Quindi benvenuto Sargit. Quindi, so if you would like to add something in English, you are welcome.
Yeah, sure. My name is Sargit. I am an international coordinator from India. I have done some courses from Italy, like till C2. But since I have not spoken Italian for 15 years, so I am starting learning new things now, and coordinate with Mr. Giovanni and Fiammetta. Thank you.
You're welcome. You did a very good job with your Italian language, 15 years old at University of Perugia. But if you not practice, also level C1, so
you lose it.
But
yeah, that happened with me, that I lost all the Italian which I used to know. So I'm restarting now.
So you are really deeply motivated. You are welcome to improve your Italian with our partnership.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Grazie tante, Sargit.
Prego.
Ecco, dopo, infine credo che possiamo, se Fiammetta mi permette, possiamo passare, quindi noi so che quasi tutti di voi parlino l'inglese, credo che tutti di voi parlino l'inglese, quindi capirete se switchiamo un po' io e Fiammetta dall'italiano all'inglese, ma so I really would like to to give my warm welcome to Yamindi from Africa, and so you can introduce yourself, Yamindi.
Si è scollegato. Ah no, eccolo qua.
Ah, eccolo qua, perfetto, sì. A volte il segnale in Africa e Centro Africa, poi tutta l'Africa è un po' debole, quindi siamo fortunati.
Sì. Capite che qua tra fusi orari e varie non è semplice.
Quindi allora
non si è staccato.
Forse in questo momento si è scollegato, purtroppo magari si ricollerà. Eccolo qua. So Yamindi, you're really welcome. So we are waiting for your short introductions in English and in French and English. So the floor is yours. Prego.
Yamindi, please, Yamindi, can you introduce yourself?
Vediamo se l'audio, se è tutto a posto con l'audio. Sì, è tutto a posto. Yamindi, yes.
Yamindi.
Can you hear us, Yamindi? Ecco, vedo che il segnale che è abilitato, quindi non so, vediamo solo un attimo. Ora. Yamindi, can you hear us? Il segnale va e viene, con lui si perde, torna. Ecco qui, vediamo un attimo, facciamo ancora un tentativo. Yamindi, are you there? Altrimenti dovremo passare più avanti, e quindi sto guardando le impostazioni, sono tutte corrette. Quindi, Yamindi, can you hear us? Okay, maybe you can introduce yourself later. Okay, you will be welcome. Va bene, so we can go on with our program, and I really would like, before to start my training, I really would like to introduce in 2 words our academy, really in 2 words. So just to speak about to introduce our academy. I hope that you can share my web page. So in this first page, you can find information about my professional experience, and then you can go on the second page, and you will find useful information about our educational offer. So you can click on this link, also in English version, of course, and other information as well. Ministry of Foreign Affairs with the Academy, and top managers and spokeswomen that joined the information. And now I really would like to share with you Italian language for foreigners. So, 1998, it was at the 28 years old. And I started to teach how to teach Italian to these university students. Now they are teaching Italian of the world.
La tua schermata non è pronta.
Un attimo
non possiamo vedere.
Ah, okay, grazie Sergej. So I will share it again. Oh, thank you so much. So Sergej, so maybe you didn't see. Did you see the web page? Did you see them? The web page before? Okay. It doesn't matter. So can you see now? Prima lezione.
Sì, si vede.
That's great. So now it's very important for me to share this with my colleagues and future colleagues and for students. So one of the most important things to do when we teach Italian to foreigners, not Italian to Italians, no, not L1 but L2. So Italiano come lingua seconda is a single language, so L2. It's important to adopt a good text. Sorry, I'm sorry, I can hear some voices, so I would like to disable this. If you don't mind, I would like to disable this these voices. Just a second, and then we come back to our lessons. So mute all. Okay, so yes, so let's come back now to our screen. So one of the most important things when we teach Italian, not to Italians but to foreign students, is to choose and adopt a good textbook. So it's very, very important, a textbook. So one textbook, not so many different textbooks, photocopies. No, it will create a lot of confusions from student sides. No, so why we are changing? So the question is why we are changing so often the textbook. No, I liked that one. We started with that one. So why didn't continue with the first one? So please choose one book. I've chosen for today this book. It's Parla e Scrivi. I will give information about this textbook. And I started to use this book 25 years ago. And I'm still using only this textbook, Manuale di Italiano, for all my students in the world. So, okay, so in this case, there are some people that I would like to come in. They are welcome. So in this case, choose one, the best for you, and adopt your test. Okay, so the first, one of the most important things to explain the grammar, the Italian grammar, is to be very strict, to get straight to the point, and don't use so many words. Don't use don't prolong your explanation. Be short. Okay, so, and I would like to share with you this my Grammatica Pratica. So in order that every student would very soon understand and learn Italian language. I will show how. So, for example, this is the first lesson, prima lezione. Okay, so the first lessons, elementary structures. Okay, so can you see that there are no long explanations before these schemes? There are different schemes. You can see some schemes you know, maschile, femminile, singolare, plurale, so many explanations, you know. So we start with with few words. La formazione del nome maschile e femminile, nothing else. So the students will be soon focused on what he needs to know, not words, blah, 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 explanation and stuff. No, directly to understand the rules and apply the rules. Okay, apply the rules. So, and I explain, look at this scheme. Look at this scheme. Okay, look, and I say maschile, femminile, singolare, plurale, in Italian. In Italian, I try to use Italian very often since the first lessons. I try to use to explain the grammar from the first lesson in Italian language. That's very important. It's very difficult, but when you will get more experience, you will acquire this knowledge how to teach Italian in Italian as soon as possible. Not at a level B1, no, at level A1. Okay, at the beginning, I will use a vehicular language, in this case English, okay, but just to make the students coming from all over the world, to make them understand, okay, a few words, a few explanations and rules in English language, okay. But I say maschile, so I say maschile, femminile. So there are no other genders in Italian language, not neutral. So maschile, femminile. In English, there is neutral, and in different other languages. So Italian language, Italian grammar, maschile, femminile, singolare, plurale. Okay, and in this case, I say most of the Italian nouns, they end in O, and I stress the O. They end in O. That's all I say. And then most of the Italian nouns, feminine, they have their ending in A. Masculine O, feminine A. Very practical. Okay, and for what concerns singular. And plural, they have their endings in E when it's masculine and A when it's feminine. How much time did it take me, dear colleagues, to explain the grammar? 1 minute, not more. You will manage your time. You will manage this time. 5 minutes, it's already, okay, okay, but I would like to apply. The students' psychological reaction is, okay, let me try if I understood the rule. Okay, so what it means, O-A-I-E. Let's try, let's put in practice. And I soon go on with the first exercise, volgere a plurale. Can you see, no? So put into the plural. So I explain the rules. The first thing is to explain the rules, the exercise, what the exercise requires for us. In this case, volgere a plurale, okay, put into the plural. Okay, so I say try to pronounce by yourself. So try to read it. Okay, the first time. If he has some difficulties, okay, I can see, notice this. So in this case, I will read first, and I read sedia for the right pronunciations. Okay, but let's try to make the students make a little effort from the beginning. Okay, maybe sorry, but for a better understanding, I would like to introduce. Maybe it will be better for you the transcriptions. Okay, in English that it works. I will enable this for you, for us. So let's come back and to our textbook, and I hope that you can see now the subtitles. Okay, will help you to understand better what I'm saying. Okay, so 1 minute to explanations of the rules, no more time, and then soon to the exercise, soon to the practice. So, and he will say sedia, Sedia. Okay, let's have a look at the schemes. Sedia, the ending is, so I will steam you the answer. So the ending is, in sedias, the ending is what? Is a? Yes, it's a. Okay, look at the schemes. So, lavagna, a, so the plural is in e. And he, she will say, sedia, sedie. Great, let's go on. Always gratify the students. Okay, especially at the beginning. Okay, that's correct. That's great. That's perfect. Go on, you are doing right and stuff. It's very important from a psychological point of view. Maybe Fiammetta could confirm this from a psychological point of view, that the students receives a good feedback from the teacher. It's really very important for them. Okay, so and he, she will continue. Tavolo, tavoli, let's say tavolo, quaderno, quaderni. So tavolo, tavoli. Okay, great. They're doing well. Borsa, 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 borse. Yes, and so on. Okay, so when I teach Italian, I do the first part of the exercise together in a classroom or online, but not all the exercise. So in this exercise, we find 8, 11, 12 words to put into the plural. I will do only the half part with them. So only the first 6. So I will finish with penna and then when there is the 7th word, I say, okay, you are understanding very well. Try to do the rest of the exercise at home. Okay, then we will, we'll correct it together. Maybe you can send me your homework, and I will correct the homework during the week. Okay, not at the next lessons. I do not correct any exercise during the lessons. No, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time from my point of view, pedagogical. Okay, so let's make the students do the exercise alone at home. Okay, and then we can correct them during the weekend. Okay, then we go on. We go on with the exercise number 2. Oh, and now, so exercise number 2, the same exercise, put into the plural. Oh, great. Okay, the same as the previous one. Yes, the same, but look at the ending of this word. Observe this word. Yes, okay, but Giovanni, they have the same ending. They all end in A. Right? I say, right? So, no A and no, so can you see no O and no A? So the ending now is only A, and I stress this. Did you notice this? Yes, I noticed it. And now how can I know the typical questions for our students? How can I know if it's plural or masculine, sorry, masculine or feminine? How would I know? How could I know? And my answer is you have to learn by memory. You have to memorize them. That's the only possible answer. So I do the exercise with them, and they understand that from one side they have to know, they have to discover if it's masculine or feminine. Okay, for example, madre femminile o maschile? I ask in Italian from the beginning, femminile o maschile? Okay, I'm not using English now. Femminile o maschile? Femminile. Bene, corretto. Bene, corretto. Padre, I say, padre, I support the students. I stimulate always the students. I help the students. I try to not waste time and concentrations with the students. So very relatively, I wouldn't say very fast, but relative. So get the rhythm. It means the students should not feel like now what to do. No, always guided by me, always immediately guided by me. Okay, madre, okay, good. Padre, now padre, maybe maschile o femminile? Maschile, bravo, maschile. Televisore, maschile o femminile? Maschile. Okay, you are lucky. I say, you are lucky, maschile. And now chiave. Chiave, maschile o femminile? I don't know, Giovanni. Try. How could I know? Chiave, and he says, chiavi? No, it's not, non è maschile. Non è maschile, è femminile. So, not chiave, pardon, chiave, pardon, sorry. He thinks, the students thinks that is masculine. Okay, chiave and say masculine, chiave, chiavi. Okay, chiavi, but then he realizes that everything in plural has the same ending. It's E. Oh, really? Yes. You don't know if the substantive is masculine or feminine. Okay, it's very difficult at the beginning. You have to learn by memory, but you can be sure it's like some kind of consolation that you cannot make mistakes doing the plural, because the ending is always only E. So giornale will be giornali. Did you notice this? Yes, I noticed. Okay. Lezione, femminile, plurale in Italian. Femminile, plurale, lezioni. Ah, yes, it's the same. Okay. So E has understood, the student, that there are some Italian substantives that they have their endings with OA, and others that have their ending in A. Okay, but the plural is always E. Okay. Okay, so it's explained. Now, okay, we go on and we start with the other letter B, la formazione dell'articolo determinativo. Okay, and I will explain this determinativo, not the undefined article, undetermined article, but the definitive article. So I will explain the difference between determinativo and indeterminativo. Okay, I will explain in English, but it will be a scheme now, this scheme, and the same approach. So I say maschile, singolare, and maschile plurale. Okay, and now I ask, and now I say to them, very simple, in a very simple way. I say, take your time and observe the initial letter of each substantive. Okay? The first letter, the beginning of these nouns. Take a look, stressing this, the first ones, you know, the first letters. So I give them something like 30 seconds. Okay, I control the time. Okay, I control always the time. No more than 30 seconds is enough to make him understand that some nouns, they have different beginnings. For example, I ask them, what are you noticing? Are you noticing? I can ask them directly. Are you already noticing that, or did you already notice that these nouns begin with consonant? Okay, yes, really, yes. L, libro, gatto, G, cane, C. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. So when the substances begin with a consonant, we will use only il for the masculine. Differently, did you already notice how start this word? U with vowels. So when start with vowels, we have to use L with the apostrophe. Very simple, not banal, but simple explanation. Please be simple, not academic. Not academic. You will not understand, maybe. But if the more simple you explain the rules and the more possibility you have, he has the students to understand our explanations, okay, and apply the rules. Okay, and then we use a different article, law. When we use law, so we use il with consonants. We use L with apostrophe, with the vowels, and then when we use law, so and now I explain them that there are a group of words that begin with different consonant. For example, Z. Okay, so I asked them, for example, zucchero. Have you ever heard the word zucchero? Ah, yes, zucchero. Yes, but or simply I say you zucchero. Which zucchero? So choose one of these three articles. So I asked them a feedback very soon, and he thinks about this zucchero. Zucchero is like what here in the scheme? Look at the beginning, zaino, z. So and he tries lo zucchero. Yes, great. So you know the rules now. So when some words begin with z, y, x, and others, we use lo, the article lo, and then we use the article lo as well when the words begin with consonant followed consonant s followed by another consonant, in this case P, or in this case T. That's why, and I asked him, could I say feedback soon? Could I say il studente? Il studente? He reflects, il studente, but no, because it's a student, st, lo student. Great. So you understand the rules. So lo student, because of the beginning of the word, st, sp, and I make many other examples. For example, Svizzero, SV, lo Svizzero, or differently from sp, there is also a word that begin with ps, psicologo. How do you say il psicologo or lo psicologo? Lo psicologo. Okay, great. So you understood. Okay, and we go on. So in a very short time, he realizes when he should use il, L with the apostrophe, and lo. We will put it in practice in a few minutes. Then I go on in a very simple way, and I say, look at this now, la. What do you notice now? It's the same rule for the feminine. It means, and I say, it means what? So when you start with the consonant, studentessa, ragazza, chiave, I will always use la, and when you start with vocale, with vowels, so vocale, I will use L with the apostrophe, the same approach, the same rule. So it's easy. Okay, very simple. And we have only two possibilities, not three. Look at this. So I always put the students, the condition in that he soon realize the rules and avoid possible mistakes, future mistakes. To understand very soon the rules is very important. So your guide is very important to do this and stimulate the practice to understand practical grammar. Okay, and so look at this. Look at the plural. Here we have two possibilities. We have only one. So what about the plurals? So sostantivo in Italian, sostantivo, singolare, maschile, plurale, il libro, i libri, il gatto, i gatti, il cane, i cani, and I read this. Okay, but when they start with lo or L with the apostrophe, I always use only gli. Okay, and he could read now. He could read. So try to read now to make the plural. Read the plural. Read the plural. So, lo zaino, gli zaini. Bene. Lo spagnolo, gli spagnoli. And he reads. Okay. And now with the plural, for what concerns the feminine, it's always le. So, la studentessa, le studentesse. And so we go on. So you cannot make a mistake. It's always le. Ah, okay, okay. Because one of the most important aspects for the students is to get to feel sure, not feel unsure doing the exercise, understanding the rules, and consequently doing the exercise. So make the work simpler always as you can. So, okay, look, now we know the rules, we know the schemes, the rule, okay? Put the rules always with you, and we do the first exercise. And we do together the first exercise. Look, dear students. So, I explain the rules always. Mettere l'articolo determinativo e volgere al plurale. What does it mean? We try to of course, to translate in French if the students are francophone, okay? Mettere l'article déterminatif, blah, blah, blah. Okay, quindi we will try to understand, to translate into the French language in this case, so that the students will understand the rule required, the rule and our task. So let's try together. Padre. You remember padre? Okay, padre. If you need the scheme, look back to the scheme. Let's go back to the scheme. Okay, and it looks padre. How does it end? So my question is very important always. How does it end? How does it end? Ends with a? Yes. So for all the substantives that have ending in a, so it's always e on the plural, right? Yes, you are right. Okay, okay, I understand. Padre, padri. Okay. And now, cassetta. So now put also the article. Remember? So, il padre, I padri. Il padre, I padri. And now cassetta. So the ending is in a. Cassetta, cassette. And what is the article here? Okay? So the article. Cassetta, la cassetta. Very good. La cassetta, plurale, and it goes back. He needs also, he still needs the scheme. So la cassetta. That's very good. Plural, le cassette. Okay, and it's acquire confidence. This is very important. Okay, he would like to be to get this confidence very soon with the teacher. In this relationship, teacher, students. Okay, I understood what are you teaching me, and I'm doing well. So it's very important for me. It's good for me. It's good for you. It's good for all of us. So it's very important to support psychologically, physically doing these exercises. Okay, and then we go on. For example, l'albero, and he will say probably il albero. Come? I say in Italian, come? How? Come? And he understands that something that maybe there is something to correct. Okay, that is not completely right, the answer. So, albero, you say il albero. So, and I react like this, albero. How does it begin, this substantive? With a, vocale. So, what we use with before vowels? And with the apostrophe, right? So l'albero, great. This is the right answer. He's fixing that with the vowels. Okay, it's required the article with the apostrophe. So L with the apostrophe, l'albero. And then we go on since the end of the first column, and then I say, okay, look at this stazione, and this will be your homework. Okay, your homework. So I say CPC. I use this word CPC. It's like compito. It's an abbreviation. Use it only by me. It's like compito per casa. CPC. Compito per casa. You can do this alone, at home, comfortably at home. Okay. So, and now we go on explaining the adjectives, aggettivi, okay? Lettera C, letter C. In short time, I will explain that there are three categories of adjectives. The adjectives that change in gender, maschile, femminile, so masculine and feminine, they change in gender and they change in the number. So singular and plural. So let's make it simple. So they will always look at these schemes and they will read maschile, femminile, singolare, plurale, the scheme. So they will start to read maschile, tavolo, rosso, cappotto, rosso, fiore, rosso. It's already stressed. Oh, okay. So I make an example. For example, I do this example: italiano, if she's a woman; italiana, italiani, italiane. So there are four possibilities, four endings. Okay, rosso, rossa, rossi, rosse. So the article, they change. The adjective, okay, they change in gender. If it's singular, tavolo. If it's masculine, tavolo will be rosso, tavolo rosso. If the adjective is feminine, for example, can you see this? Casa will be casa rossa. Okay, casa rossa. And then he already knows the ending of the nouns at plural. So oi, ae, like for the nouns. Do you remember? Like for the nouns, o, a, I, e. Do you remember? Oh yes, right. So try to fix this. The ending are the same for the adjective. Oh, I didn't notice that already. Okay, now you know. So rosso, rossa, rossi, rosse. Italiano, italiana, italiani, italiano. Not so easy, not so difficult. Okay, we go on and I say, oh, there is another possibility, another category of adjectives ending only with the same vowels, a, even for the masculine, that for the feminine. Okay, so we have maschile, tavolo, and they change, they are changeable, variabili, changeable only in the number. Only in the number. So they will understand that grande, we use grande, ending with e, this adjective, okay, for the masculine and for the feminine. So tavolo grande, televisore grande, borsa grande, chiave grande. It's more easier, just one ending, e. So have you ever heard francese, Inglese? Yes, I heard this. Or elegante, elegant. It's very simple to other Indo-European languages. Okay, so I make it simple. I make the examples very simple. So Inglese, Inglese will have the plural, like for the nouns. Do you remember chiave, chiavi, madre, madri? Yes, I remember. So it's the same for the adjectives. Oh, really? Yes, grande will be only grandi. Right, you are right. Okay. So now it feels more sure that there are not so many possibilities to make mistakes. It's because it's easy. Why it's easy? Because I explain it easily. Okay. So in this case, she will read tavolo, tavoli. Quindi tavolo grande, tavoli grandi, ok. Televisore grande, televisori grandi, ok. Borsa grande, borse grandi. Chiave grande, chiavi grandi, ok, va bene, ok. Bene, this is the second category, okay. Then there is the last one, that is not very used. There are few words that have this kind of plural. Few adjectives that have this kind of plural. They are unchangeable, aggettivi invariabili. They are used in the same way at the plural, at the singular. So it means I say il libro blu, I libri blu. It doesn't change at all. So singular blu, plural blu. Oh, it's more easy. Oh, maybe. So maglione blu, maglioni blu, gonna blu, gonne blu, parete blu, pareti blu. There are few adjectives, only few. Most of the adjective they have this kind of this end. So o, a, I, e. Less adjective and with a and e at plural. Okay, few, really few. Maybe I don't know. Maybe 100. I don't know. In the Italian language, not so many. For example, Bordeaux. Una jacket, Bordeaux, the color. Oppure rosa, it's a color. The red, the Pink Panther, la Pantera Rosa. Qual è il plurale? Which is the plural of la Pantera Rosa? The first test for you. Okay? And then we go on to put in practice very soon. Not so many, no waste of time. So we do the rules, very simple, very simply explain the rules, and very soon we do the exercise very soon together with the students. So put into the plural. But now, dear students, you have substantive together with the adjectives. So you have to put into the plural together substantive and adjectives. So try. And I suggest the first time. Il corso difficile, I corsi difficili. Okay, so I will give you my example to him. Okay? Il corso difficile, I corsi difficili. Okay, bene. So let's go on. Madre gentile, and he thinks la madre gentile, le madri, this way, le madri, good. Gentile is not so sure, not yet. Le madre gentili. Why did you change the A in E? Why did you not use E for the plural? Why? Because you cannot make a mistake. So substantive and adjective, they have their end in E at plural. It's very easy. Okay, what a fool. You are right. So this is very important to make him understand that automatically, as I say, when you find the ending A, automatically the plural must be in E. You're right. Don't speculate. In E, that's all. Full stop. Okay. Clear signal, clear rules. He has to understand as soon as possible and apply as soon as possible correctly. Okay? So we do the exercise, we finish this first column and the second column at home. And I say, CPC. Okay, I will do it at home. Okay, great. So I teach you, I explained you, I gave you the fish. I give you the fish, but you will try to teach to fish alone. I will teach how to fish, and then you will try to fish alone. That is very important. Okay, we do not. We cannot require for our students to learn by memory and not critically the rules, and apply the rules not critically. Okay, so let them work alone. It's very important. Always after our examples and explanation. And then at the end, I will go to not this page. I will jump this page. This is the undefinitive article. He doesn't need this to do this the beginning. And there is the exercise number 5. Sorry, I'm selecting this one. Exercise number 5. And now there is a new task asked. So it's to put the article there is a very good and interesting vocabulary for the students. This is the first lesson. So can you see esercizio numero 5, exercise number 5, put the definitive article and indefinitive, but we do not do everything at the same time. No, it's enough to do for the first time only the definitive article. Okay, so much information, things to learn, to understand and learn. It's very difficult. So let's distinguish these two articles. Okay, I do the definitive article first, and then in the next lessons the undefinitive article. Okay, so let's do only this, dear students. Put the definitive article and then only put into the plural. Okay, so we start with soffitto, and if there are francophone or anglophone students, we translate into English. Okay, so soffitto, and they translate into their language. Okay, but it's not important that it's translations now, because it's important that they to find out for us as teachers if they understood the rules, which it means what kind of article they need to use according to the initial letter, according to initial letters, you know. So soffitto, S, pavimento, P, M, muro, and stuff. So there are different situations. The first substantives are masculine, all masculine, as you can notice. They end in O, letter O. Others in A, and at the end they end in A. You know. So I will do the first exercise, the first number with them. The third number 3 with that, and the number 5 with that. So soffitto, and we go like this: il soffitto, i soffitti. Ok? Per esempio, zucchero, il zucchero. Do you remember? How does it start? How does it begin? This noun with Z. So how do you say il zucchero or lo zucchero? This is the most common mistake, as you dear teachers know, all over the world. Il zucchero. Many of them do this, always do this kind of mistake, and then I tell, as soon as I explain them the rule, they understand. No, zucchero, not il zucchero, lo zucchero. Why? Because it begins with Z. That's great, I say. And they understand that. And so I ask more. And 0, 0, 0, number 0, 0 in Italian will be lo zero. Great, bravo. Okay, so in a short time, they should acquire awareness and sicurezza. The awareness and how can I say now? Sicurezza. I cannot say it in English now. They have to be sure, to feel sure that they are doing well because they understood the rules, thanks to the teacher. Thanks to the teacher. Okay, teacher's explanations, simply explanation. So, and then we finish this exercise. For example, chiave. How it will be? Il chiave or la chiave? No, he has to learn. Okay, I will say to them that it's la chiave, la madre, la traduzione, la spiegazione, and so on. So it's feminine. So femminile, genere femminile. Okay, and then they know that all these words that they have a at the end, the plural will be very simple. Chiave, chiavi, madre, madri, traduzione, traduzioni, spiegazione, spiegazioni. They don't need to know the right translations of the word spiegazione. It means explanations in English. They need to understand why I should use la and not lo. I should use la because because it's feminine. One student asked me, but teachers, you said that when it starts with S, with consonant, with other consonant, will be always low. No, this is, it works with the masculine, not for the feminine. Okay, so you're right. So, okay. Now I'm sure that students will not do this, should not do this, mistake again, because I used to say, I should say studente, lo studente, because studente is masculine. That's why, okay? That's all. At the end, to finish my training, today's training, exercise number 6, completely at home, CPC, compito per casa, CPC, compito per casa. And now there are mixed words. I mean, mixed words. I mean, masculine and feminine together. They have to understand if they are singular, if they are masculine or feminine. Okay, and put the article. Put the article, the definitive article, and put into the plural. So, for example, you will try to say la sedia, le sedie. Okay, great. La sigaretta, le sigarette. Benissimo. La penna, le penne. Bene, vai avanti. Go on. Il tavolo, i tavoli. Benissimo. Finestra, la finestra, le finestre. Benissimo. La coltello. How? I say very simple. How? Come? I say in Italian. Come? No, coltello. Il coltello. Okay. Very soon. So the correction. Il coltello, I coltelli, and so on. Okay. So this is a really big feedback. If they understood for us, if they understood how to transform words from singular, substantives from singular into plural. Okay, and then, but this is for the next lesson. I will explain them that there are also how do I say irregular plurals. Okay, they do not follow the rules that we explain now, but they are irregular, and I will explain why amico will be amici and why amica will not be amice, but will be amiche with H, amiche, A-M-I-C-H-E, because it's irregular, and I will explain this. Okay, and so on. Amica, amiche, già, ca, già, che. They will try always. Let them try always first. One of the most important things, dear colleague, that they have to try to find solutions. They have to try. Most of the time, we should stimulate the students to their creativity. So we learn when we produce words, produce language. We learn the language not passively, always by listening teachers 80% of the time explain the rules without practicing. We do not, the students will not understand and use actively the language because they learned passively. No, we need active students, students that always try to find themselves solutions and try the solutions and try to create the words, create the plurals, create. This is very important. Okay? So we should speak less and less I would say I'm thinking different language now. Let the students try. The students we learn when we follow this process of creation. That's why it's very important the oral productions, that is these so-called controlled productions, controlled by the teacher, not controlled, so that the students will say a lot. different will speak with different mistakes, but will not interrupt them because they need to exercise their creative process. So their creativity to create words, even if they are, and they know, they are aware that they are not good, they are not correct, but they need to explain, they need to express spontaneously what they are trying to learn. So not controlled production. Okay, it's very important when he feels free to make mistakes, and always we have to exhort to support students and to stimulate students to do. I will appreciate your effort to make as more mistake as you can, because you will only learn to understand and speak Italian language, understand Italian language or learn Italian language by doing mistakes. So try to do it a lot as soon as possible. Okay, so in order to understand, to learn very quickly and very fast the right language, Italian language. So the time it's almost, we are about finishing. So I will come back to our okay. So just a second. I will not. Trying to come back now. Okay, stop sharing. Okay, so now I can see you, and I would like to ask to you a little feedback about my explanations of the Italian grammar. So can you hear me now? Right now, okay, loud, enabled. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, that's great. So let's meet. Someone is
C'erano
coming.
delle domande, Giovanni, c'erano delle domande in chat. Io ho detto di aspettare la fine della lezione, adesso posso.
That's great. Yeah, of course, yes, of course. So I'm.
Per salutarvi, purtroppo mi devo staccare, approfitto per salutare tutti quanti, vi ringrazio della partecipazione, si è collegato anche il dottor Minuto.
Sì, Yamindi e Giovanni Minuto, quindi io darei prima la parola a loro, una brevissima presentazione e poi ci salutiamo con le vostre domande. Se siete d'accordo, quindi vorrei dare la parola a Gianni Minuto. Fiammetta, no, è ancora lì Fiammetta, vero? Sì. Fiammetta? Ok. Ancora un attimo, quindi salutiamo Giovanni Minuto.
Senti, io devo confermare la presenza.
Giovanni, stiamo avviando alla conclusione, hai 1 minuto e mezzo
Senti,
in lingua italiana.
Io devo farlo dopo quando ci rivediamo dopo, perché adesso ho lezione.
Ah, ok,
benissimo. Parlo subito. D'accordo, scusami.
No, non ti preoccupare. Ok, grazie.
D'accordo, ciao, dopo.
Ciao Giovanni, e quindi let's give the floor to our dear new partner, international business consultant, Yamindi. Yamindi, ci sei? Are you there?
E dopo ci sono le domande sulla chat.
Certo, grazie Fiammetta.
Io vi saluto, grazie.
Grazie, ciao Fiammetta.
I'm here, Mr. Giovanni.
Eccolo, Yamindi, here you are. You can introduce yourself.
I'm sorry because my network is not is bad.
I know.
Sometimes I'm.
Don't worry.
Could you? I must present myself in French.
Yes. You can do 1 minute in French and 30 seconds in English. We are going to finish our meeting today, so you are welcome, dear Mindy. Yamindi.
Thank you so much. I will talk by French now. Bonjour à tout le monde. Désolé, peut-être que certains d'entre vous n'écoutent pas ce que je vais dire, mais je serai un peu bref pour ne pas prendre beaucoup de temps. Alors, je suis M. Yamin Dibel, merci. Je suis de nationalité centrafricaine. Je viens de la République centrafricaine, en Afrique centrale. Je suis teacher honorary au Pontifical Catholic University of America et j'interviens aussi à l'Université de Bangui comme mentor en entrepreneuriat. Je suis également consultant en marketing commercial, en business international. Et j'ai un incubateur qui accompagne les porteurs de projets. Donc, j'ai une start-up, un incubateur qui accompagne les porteurs de projets en création d'entreprise. Voilà ce que je peux dire de moi. Alors, très heureux de faire partie de ce groupe et de collaborer avec diverses personnes de dans le cadre du développement de la langue italienne et de la culture italienne. Et je serais heureux que chacun d'entre vous collabore aussi avec moi en ce qui concerne la formation des peuples africains en langue italienne, valorisation des cultures, des business et des activités commerciales sur le territoire africain. Je serai open à tout le monde. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So just a few seconds in English, please, for those who doesn't know French.
You need me to tell again by English?
Just 30 seconds, please, Yamindi.
Okay. I greeting all people here. I'm Ben Merci Amindi. I'm from Central African Republic. I'm a teacher honorary at Pontifical Catholic University of America. I'm also a CEO founder at Commercial Consortium Incubator Africa. It is an incubator we accompany all young people to build out their idea to build their in Africa. I'm so happy to be here to collaborate with all people.
Forse che la linea è caduta appena.
La linea è caduta. Ok, certo, certo. Va bene, quindi magari riprenderemo, siamo in centro, nella Repubblica Centrafricana. Quindi è caduta la linea.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, ok.
Sorry about that.
Yes. Okay, Yamini, could you finish?
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. I am open to collaborate with all people to learn African people with Italian language, to do business in all country for Africa. And again, I'm thanks Mr. Giovanni and Italian Academy for Florence for this opportunity. Thanks all.
Thank you so much to you. It's a really a pleasure, Yamindi, to cooperate with you. So just to make you understand that we will have a lot of words from Africa. A lot of people they shown interest to learn Italian, and they are following. Thanks to Yamindi, they are following the academy. It's almost about 150 people from Africa, maybe more, that belong. They work in the governmental, intergovernmental agencies, non-profit organizations such United Nations, like, for example, Amnesty International, Save the Children, and stuff. A lot, and they would like to learn the Italian language. So they will do this through the academy. So we need a lot of tutors and teachers francophone like Giovanni Minuto that worked 5 years in Cameroon, and other people that they know they could teach Italian language in French, through French. Okay, so thank you so much again, dear Yamindi. You're really welcome, and you are doing a very good job in your country. So looking forward to cooperate with you for Africa. Okay, thank you so much. And so I will thank you so much, Yamindi. Grazie. And so at the end, I would like to ask to all your answers. Sorry, I will answer to all your questions. So, how did you perceive the lessons? Was it simple? Was it complicated to understand?
Ciao.
Ciao, Maksud. Ciao, ciao.
How are you? How are you?
I'm very fine. Thank you to you.
Yeah,
I
attended your session. I attended your session throughout this lesson, and it was really great, very valuable, very informative session. I just have one question here. Come il plurale camera di letto?
Come il plurale di?
Camera di letto.
Camera da letto. Okay, I will. The plural is le camere da letto. You will change only the first part of the substantive. Camera, camere. La camera, le camere da letto, and the ending will not change because it's you know, da letto is the functions. You know, for example, occhiali da sole. So their functions is to protect from the sun. Okay, racchetta da tennis, to play tennis, is racchetta da tennis. It means that it expresses the functions of the object, of the substantive. So you don't need to change the last part. La camera da letto, le camere da letto. Okay? For example, la racchetta da tennis, le racchette da tennis. Chiaro? Clear?
Great. Grazie tanto.
Grammatica pratica.
Grazie tanto. Another question I would like to ask you, that as you have teachers, insegnanti all over the world almost. So do you have anyone in Karachi in Pakistan? Sono di Karachi, Pakistan.
Sì, mi ricordo. Yes, I remember that you come from Pakistan. Okay, we allora we have some tutors and highly qualified teachers such as Carolina, Beatrice from different parts of the world, Niyama from Russia, Mongolia, Lucia Albino from China. We have teachers that they speak Chinese, they speak Russian, they speak Portuguese, they speak teach with these languages. Quindi Carolina, she teaches Portuguese for foreigners, not only Italian, for example. So she's very good in explaining Italian language for Portuguese students, for example.
I see.
Russian students. So we are, this is the added value of the Academy. We teach Italian in your language. We offer you a tutor of Italian language in your language, native language, that language of the students, the native language of the students, to be simple. Okay, so differently, it will be in English, in French, if you prefer, as you need, according to your need.
Benissimo. And how different Italian is from
French?
Sicilian is another language in
Carolina, that's a question for you.
No, he asking about this the dialect, right?
I think
Italian,
yes,
the Italian that they speak in Sicily, right?
Exactly. Yes.
What's the difference between Italian and the Italian that the people spoke?
The dialects. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Carolina. I thought what is the difference between Italian and Portuguese? Okay, sorry. Okay. So
no. Aspetta, questo non era per portoghese. Lui ha chiesto siciliano e italiano. Qual è la differenza tra siciliano e italiano?
Bella domanda.
Grazie, Vino, grazie.
In Italia, Mascud, to make it simple, we can, if you want some future explanation, I can give you separately. But in Italy, there are lots of dialects, lots. It's beautiful, lots of religionalism, lots of food regional, from city to a city in some extremely cases, right, Emilio? So in different, yes, we are proud that our I cannot say our pasta is
200 dialects. 200
yes,
dialects.
you can explain, Emilio. You can explain to Max.
Lo dico in italiano, ma magari mi supporti tu
sì.
in inglese. Beh, come dice Giovanni, in Italia, allora, la lingua madre naturalmente l'italiano è universale per tutta l'Italia. Poi ci sono 20 regioni e ogni regione ha già un suo macro dialetto, quindi un italiano regionalizzato. All'interno della regione ci sono le province, quindi le country, delle region, e ci sono ulteriori dialetti. Dentro le province ci sono i paesi, dei siti, e ogni città ha il suo dialetto, quindi circa 200 dialetti per arrivare a quasi 8.000 lingue, no scusate, sì, 8.000 lingue diverse. 8.000 verticalizzazioni dell'italiano.
In brief, shortly, Maksud, it's almost about 8,000 dialects, because it's very, you know, nuances, you know, of the languages. So it's very, very detailed regionally.
Right.
It's very detailed. As the food, you know, the preparations of the food. Okay.
In Italia c'è l'influenza della lingua greca, gli arabi,
esatto,
l'arabesce molto
yes.
albanese.
So this influence is influenced from the Greek language, the Arabic language, the Albanese language. So it's very interesting. The Mediterranean part, so the connection between Italy and North Africa.
Yes.
It's very interesting. Crocevia. Yes. Exactly. Thank you for this cultural approfondimento, direi, cultural differences. Yes.
Benvenuto, professore. Benvenuto, doctor.
So, but for what concerned the explanations, was it simple? Some questions about this, about the explanations of the Italian grammar?
No, quello era più semplice, che si può capire bene. Abbiamo capito tutto, anche gli studenti possono capire.
No, non vedo alcuni di voi. Vi prego di tenere la camera accesa, se potete. Non vedo alcuni di voi.
Adesso?
Ecco, perfetto, perfetto.
Sì.
Ecco, ora,
dicevo che hai spiegato meglio che questo sarà semplice per gli studenti che vogliono studiare, vogliono imparare la lingua. Sì.
From the students' point of view, è molto importante.
Sì.
From the students' point of view.
Molto importante per corretto, sì, questo era buono. Era più diretto, non confondere lo studente, poi la comunicazione diretta.
Grazie, Sargi.
Senza perdere il tempo.
Senza perdere tempo.
Cose che non servono.
Esatto, con le cose che non servono, che servono solo a noi. Quanto sono bravo a spiegare quanti titoli ho. Allo studente non gli interessa, lo studente ascolta l'insegnante, poco tempo, Sargit, subito applica, dice voglio vedere se ho capito, fammi fare subito l'esercizio. Let's make exercises, please, soon, don't waste time, ok? Do the rules. 2 seconds and let's
prima spieghiamo la schema, poi partiamo direttamente con l'esercizio.
Sempre. E più esercizi fai da solo a casa, io ti insegno come si fa. Più esercizi fai a casa da solo e prima impari la lingua italiana. Critically, he knows how to process doing exercises. This is most important thing, not to teach for us, is to my 15,000 hours of teaching, my career, 24 years, taught me that we have to think as a student. What are the students' expectations, not what are ours expectations. Thank you so much, Sarji. This is a very good feedback that I got a lot of times in my life. Diplomats, top manager, from students, from any kind of people. It was simple, direct, and I understood this, I can practice this, and I can apply this. I feel more sure. I can do some mistakes, but I would like to speak. I would like to speak. That's very important. The feeling at the end.
Sì, sì, un'altra domanda ce l'ho anche io, Giovanni. Questa è una prima lezione, però per l'insegnante quanto tempo deve spendere per fare queste lezioni? Quante ore di lezione per lo studente?
Allora, guarda, io ora, grazie della domanda, Sarojit, vi faccio vedere una cosa importante, proprio perché è importante sapere insegnare la grammatica, pardon, questo non c'entra niente, questo no, è importante, un attimo, è importante sapere spiegare la grammatica italiana anche a un livello molto più difficile, con i congiuntivi, non i sostantivi. Quello è facile farlo, ma l'accademia, e questo è molto importante, prepara gli insegnanti in un percorso pedagogico alla fine del quale loro sanno insegnare la grammatica difficile B2. Cioè, sapere usare i congiuntivi non significa sapere insegnare bene i congiuntivi. Pochissimi italiani, giusto Carolina, sanno usare i congiuntivi. Pochissimi, il 30% forse. Giusto Emilio? Sbaglio? E se io chiedo, ma scusa, perché usate il congiuntivo? Ma non lo so, io lo sento da piccolo, lo sento, si dice così, allora lo uso anch'io. Ma noi l'accademia prepara insegnanti, non prepara studenti. Quindi, che significa? Che grazie all'Accademia oggi è possibile appunto studiare l'italiano, e ora vi faccio vedere, e ci sono 6 moduli di preparazione, di formazione per lo studente. Andiamo subito a vedere, li troviamo qui. Iniziato con il modulo la prospettiva, just in italiano. Ok, so seminars for teachers. Ok, allora.
Però non vediamo niente, c'è una desktop.
Un attimo, ok, grazie Sargi. Grazie Sargi.
Pubblicità questa, no?
Ritorno indietro e ora lo vedete, ok? Bene. Allora, al sito dell'Accademia.
Sta arrivando. Oh, sta arrivando.
Benissimo, è arrivato, spero. Ok.
No, ancora no.
Ancora no? Oggi il segnale è un po' debole.
Adesso.
Ok. Perfetto, allora guardate, Accademia. Qui andate qui in questa sezione, poi trovate corsi seminari per insegnanti, ok? Cliccate su co-teachers of Italian for foreigners. There are 6 modules. Look, seminars for teachers of Italian language level A. Every cycle of seminars every module has 10 hours. Every module A1 is 10 hours of training. So there are 6 B1.1, B1.2, B2.1, B2.2, 6 modules of 10 hours for each module. So the teachers, okay, that is many teachers are in our academy. Almost all the teachers we are followed by more than 600 teachers are highly qualified and skilled teachers, experienced teachers. So they have many times they didn't practice all this training. So they do not know how to teach. I don't know the congiuntivo in presente, congiuntivo imperfetto to students, to foreigners. So we need 60 hours, Sargit. 60 hours, 6 modules, 10 hours for each to teach. And we deliver a certificate of participation. I'm the guarant of this pedagogical project. I'm the guarant in Slovakia. So I invite you to take information about me for those who do not know me from a professional point of view. But all my students, most of them are, for example, most of them, they are teachers they are translator and interpreter legal. They need good Italian when they do interpreting service. So they really, believe me, with this method, it's a method, it's 24 years method. was not born today, these methods. So at the end of the last module, they do the exercise at the end, like verifying exercises to verifying the knowledge that they acquired, the grammar that they acquired. And believe me, there are 30 answers, them correct. I'm speaking about conjunctive. So it was a really very well done work. Methods. Oh, so how to teach the Italian grammar? Not only the substances and the adjective, but I can guide the students from zero, from now, also Italian students subject to let them become a professional teacher. You get a master from university, you get a certificate. That's great. First step. And then did you practice how to teach? No. So and you can acquire this knowledge about how to teach subjunctive, congiuntivo, subjunctive, and discorso diretto, indiretto, and stuff only after a lot of job, a lot of work. Believe me, a lot. To be sure that at each question, open question, no? So please, Giovanni, could you explain me, for example, you use per quanto ne sappia, lui è andato via. Why did you use the conjunctive per quanto ne sappia and non per quanto ne so? Why? What do you answer to the students? But it's correct, per quanto ne sappia, lui è andato già via. But why? Our teachers, our colleague in Algeria, Ostakti, she teaches at the Italian Institute of Culture of Algeria, and teaches at University of Algeria, and she asked to a colleague teacher as well at the university, please explain me when I say ti seguirò, I will follow you wherever you will go. Ti seguirò ovunque tu vada. No, I do not say ovunque tu vai. Why don't say ovunque tu vai? Why don't you use the indicative way? No, we have to use conjunctive, okay? But why? She asked him, to our colleague, Italian colleague, why? I don't know, but it's used like this. But please, you are Italian, you are a university teacher, you don't know how to explain me. How can I improve my Italian language? How to teach better? No way, she had no way. Why? Because his colleague didn't know how to teach. University colleague, for example.
Correct.
Oh, dear subject and dear colleagues, you have all the 6 modules. It was presented today only the first little step of a big percorso, a big training, long training. It's 60 hours. It's up to you. If you want to do this in 1 hour, in 1 month, in 1 year, in 3 years, the academy for you. It's really for you. You will decide. And I'm the only one that do this training in Italy all over the world and can certify this. And all the teachers that will do this training, they could teach Italian grammar anyway, differently. They could not. I will tell you this very openly. Nobody will teach Italian grammar here in the academy if I do not know how they work as a tutor, they can work Italian, they can teach Italian conversation, they are welcome. They have their own method, it's okay, but how to teach Italian grammar is not for everyone. You know? Other questions? Altre domande, per favore? Just curiosities, if you want. Solo curiosità, se volete. So this is, for example, the content of B11. We have the pronouns and stuff. No, so you will see the content is always transparent. What we will do? What does this seminar, linguist seminar, training seminar consist in? transparently. You have all the contents, all the topics we will do. Okay, so that's my job. So teaching how to teach, and teaching also to students, of course, if I want. But the academy is full of these very good teachers, as those one that are present today, including Giovanni Minuto, including Carolina Rizzo, Beatrice Rallo, and others that today are not present. Okay, quindi, so there will be a lot of teachers and tutors in our academy. It's high request. It's high request to teach. So believe me. So if you have no other questions, so just a second. Okay, Emilio, no. Okay, can you hear me?
Sì, sì, sì.
Ok, perfetto.
Sì, sì, Giovanni.
Ok. Carolina Persegani, vedo dei nuovi nomi. Carolina, no, Carola. Carolina, esiste Carola Persegani, un nome nuovo. Poi credo ci sia la dottoressa Alvarez di Guadalupe Muro, credo che sia lo stesso delle zone latinoamericane, del Brasile, credo. No, non le vedo, quindi Carolina, Guadalupe Muro Alvarez, are you there? Carolina Persegani, no. Ok. Ah sì?
Carolina sì, però Carola non c'è.
Carola no, Carolina sì, Carola no.
Sì, sì,
Carola
ma scritto,
mi scrive,
scritto.
sono di Milano. Ciao, sono di Milano.
Carola? Vabbè, ok. Quindi, allora, ditemi se ci sono domande, va benissimo, altrimenti potremmo concludere il nostro incontro oggi e rivederci la prossima settimana. Pubblicheremo subito il contenuto, l'invito a seguire il prossimo seminario di formazione gratuito per gli insegnanti. Se avete degli studenti, non solo Carolina e i nostri collaboratori e coordinatori, ma anche voi che avete studenti e vogliono partecipare, sono benvenuti. Quindi gratuitamente.
Ok, va bene.
Anche per loro.
Ok.
Ok?
Ok. Ciao.
Bene, allora
buona giornata.
se non ci sono altre domande io direi di salutarci. Ok, Carolina, ciao.
Grazie, ciao.
Carolina, ci sentiamo dopo.
Ciao Giovanni.
Ciao,
grazie.
Ci sentiamo. Ciao a tutti. Ciao, buona
Ciao,
giornata.
ciao.
Emilio,
Buona giornata a voi, buona giornata a voi.
Tutti, e ci vediamo la prossima settimana se vorrete.
Certo, sì, certo. Ciao.
Ciao, Vino. Ciao. Ciao. Dottoressa Guadalupe Muro Alvarez, è ancora in linea? No. Forse no. Vabbè, ci vedremo la prossima settimana magari. Buona serata ancora a tutti.